The moon, the silent colossal vessel above humanity. Since childhood, we have been taught one simple truth, that the moon is nothing more than a dead celestial body, a cold, lifeless rock drifting endlessly around the earth. But what if that truth was only a story repeated long enough to be believed? What if I told you that the moon is not natural, that inside it is not empty but concealing something alive, and that at this very moment, hundreds of millions of non-human beings are living inside it? Not in the future, not in science fiction, but right now. The theory that was laughed at. July 1970. The Cold War is at its peak, and science has become a silent battlefield. Two Soviet scientists, Mikhail Vasin and Alexander Sherbakov, publish a paper that sends shockwaves through the scientific world. They ask a question as simple as it is terrifying. What if the moon is not a natural satellite? According to their theory, the moon was once a solid celestial body, but at some point in the distant past, it was hollowed out from the inside, not by natural forces, not by cosmic impacts, but by machines. Machines possessing capabilities far beyond anything humanity has ever developed. The molten material expelled during the process cooled and hardened, forming an outer shell, a kind of armor, composed of metals and minerals fused in ways nature does not allow. And then, that artificial structure was placed into an orbit so perfectly balanced, it defied probability. When the theory emerged, Western scientists dismissed it instantly. Even within the Soviet Union, prominent physicists mocked it. They called it science fiction masquerading as research. But time has a way of unearthing what was buried, elements that should not exist. In science, a theory survives only if evidence appears. And sometimes, the most dangerous evidence arrives quietly. Lunar missions began returning data that made no sense. On the moon's surface, scientists detected uranium-236 and neptunium-237, radioactive isotopes that do not occur naturally. Uranium-236 exists only as a byproduct of nuclear fuel enrichment. Neptunium-237 is created during controlled plutonium synthesis. No asteroid delivers them. No cosmic process produces them. So the question becomes, who left nuclear fingerprints on the moon? The hollow moon. Data from the Lunar Prospector and Clementine missions revealed something even more disturbing. The moon's mass is not concentrated in its core, as every natural celestial body should be. Instead, its mass is distributed close to the surface, like a thick shell surrounding a vast empty interior. Beneath the gray dust are tunnels, chambers, unexplored structures, like the hull of a vessel, like a massive machine lying dormant. The theory once ridiculed began to return. The Clementine mission and what was hidden. In 1994, NASA launched the Clementine mission, publicly aimed at searching for water ice. But that was not the full story. Dr. John Brandenburg, former deputy manager of the mission, later revealed, a classified objective of Clementine was to determine whether someone else was using the moon. He described images that haunted him. Perfectly linear structures stretching for miles. Nothing like natural formations. Humans have never built anything like that. Which leaves only one conclusion. Soon after, Clementine images began disappearing. Blurred, pixel censored, removed from public databases, as if someone did not want them seen. The 34 seconds of silence. July 20th, 1969. Neil Armstrong steps onto the lunar surface. Moments later, communication with Houston cuts out for 34 seconds. The public was told it was a technical glitch, but leaked accounts tell a different story. Armstrong reportedly said, "Houston, we're seeing massive objects. They're lined up along the crater edge. They're watching us." The feed was immediately switched to a secure channel. Images sealed. Footage classified. Buzz Aldrin later admitted privately they were not alone on the moon. The evidence that vanished. More than 700 Apollo tapes were officially declared missing. Over 40 film reels and thousands of photographs vanished. Men like Carl Wolf and Ken Johnston described enormous geometric structures, towers, complexes, non-human architecture, and they were told only one thing: you saw nothing. Forget this ever happened. 250 million beings inside the moon. A former CIA pilot made a statement that stunned researchers. Approximately 250 million extraterrestrial beings are currently living inside the moon. John Lear described vast underground cities, biological laboratories, species unknown to Earth, all concealed by advanced cloaking technologies, holographic projection, energy-based fields. That is why we see nothing. The watchers above. If even part of this is true, then the moon is not merely a place of habitation. It is a command center, and the most terrifying realization is not that they are there, but that they have been there for a very long time, watching us, studying us, waiting for something. So the question remains, what is really happening on the moon? If this story made you pause, even for a moment, share your thoughts below. And if you are ready to continue exploring the unknown, subscribe, because some truths were never meant to be revealed.